Hey everybody, it's me Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple here with another YouTube demo for you today. Now today we're going to be doing something called decoupage, and this decoupage might be a little bit different than what you're used to. So I told a story when we were doing our make and take last week with this product about when I was in kindergarten at Cedar Creek Elementary School in Canyon Country, California. Miss Cole was my kindergarten teacher, and she had us blow up a little balloon, and we took these tissue paper squares and all these different colors that she had cut out, and we took Mod Podge and we layered these little pieces of tissue paper all over our balloon and sealed it with the Mod Podge, and then it was all dry. We popped the balloon and you had this cute little egg type basket that we used, I think, for our Halloween party or something like that. But from that point on, decoupage to me meant using Mod Podge tearing paper and using Mod Podge. Well, I looked up the actual definition of decoupage, and it is a French word, and it means to cut paper, to layer paper. And I think outside of the United States, the word decoupage means something completely different than what we think of it. And we have a product here from Ruby Rocket, and they are out of Australia, and they have put together these decoupage sets that are stunning, and so easy to use. But maybe when you see them out in the market, you're not sure what to do with them because it says the word decoupage. And I think for most of us here in the States, we think Mod Podge or something along that line. I want to show you how easy it's going to be to use these decoupage kits to make stunning cards, to put in your scrapbook pages, to put on altered art, and it is literally as easy as 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to tilt on down, and we're going to get started for today. Okay, bye. Down we go. All right, I think that's pretty good. Yep, how about just a little bit further? There we go. All right, decoupage. First off, I want to show you one of the card samples that we made using the decoupage. Now, I'm going to tell you that the only thing we did was cut the background paper here and fold the card. All of these other pieces are part of the decoupage kit made by Ruby Rocket. And the decoupage kits look something like this. All right, this is the butterfly decoupage kit, and I'll show you close-ups later, and I've got samples of it. But what's inside the decoupage kits are 4 different sheets of paper with punch-outs on them. They're already punched, so you don't have to cut. And in each kit, you get 2 sheets of this one, and, oh, this one's already falling out. They're punched so well. 2 sheets of this. You get to make a total of 8 cards, or 8 decoupage projects. And I want to show you just how simple it is. Like I said earlier, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 because they have numbered everything for you. This is A1. This is your base. You're then going to pop out A2. And there's A2. And we're going to layer A2 on top of A1. Then you're going to go to A3 and punch out A3, and you're going to layer that. You're just going to continually layer until you're done. This one stops at A4. I'm going to show you how to do this so fast and so simple, and the cards and the projects are so beautiful. Now, like I said, they're already pre-punched, so you just have to pull them out. There, I know everybody asked, where did you get that background paper? And I said, no, it came with the kit. It actually came with the kit. So here is A1. Now I'm going to move to A2, and I'm just going to pop it right out. That's simple. This one you need to pop out the centerpiece as well. And of course you save that and you use that for another card. There. And this piece is going to layer on top of this one. Now, why do I want to do that? Because I want a 3D effect. Can you see how the pop dots are in there, giving a 3D effect, a dimensional effect? That is what layering paper and decoupage means outside of the US. So I think they're absolutely beautiful. Now, when you're getting to the point of layering, I want to talk to you a little bit about the pop dots that you use, because you do need to use pop dots. To get that 3D effect, you can't just tape them down to each other because then it would be flat. You need to use some sort of a pop dot for a layering effect. Can you see those white dots in there? There are many different pop dots on the market, lots of different pop dots. I'm going to tell you, we recommend the Candies pop dot. I have a thing of them here somewhere. We recommend the Candies pop dots, and there's a specific reason we like them. First off, they're $1.99. They're a great price. You get 440 pop dots for that price. That's an amazing price. But the most important thing is the height of the pop dot. These are the Candies pop dots, and these are standard pop dots. Can you see the difference in the height of them? These are thinner. It's important they be thinner than thicker. With the decoupage one we're doing right now, we have this piece that goes on top that needs to be pop dotted on, and then 2 more pieces on top of this. If your pop dots are too thick, you're going to have too much dimension. You want to have the dimension without it being so high you can't fit it into your card, in your envelope. So we like to use the Candy pop dots. They're smaller. They're also smaller in size. So the actual squares are smaller than the standard pop dots. I like that about them, and the height. It gives you the dimension without it being too tall. So I'm going to take my Candy pop dots, and I'm just going to peel off a couple real quick and layer them on. And of course you can use as many as you want. I'm just going to do this super quick so we can move on to the next piece. And then if you're not good with fingernails, and I'm still not, there's tweezers that you can use to get the little top pieces off. These are coming off really good. So I've now exposed my sticky on my pop dots, and I am just going to layer this. It is an exact fit. It's going to cover up exactly what's down here already. And there I go. I'm a little bit off. Let's see if I can get it right on. Let's go. There we go. There we go. And press down. So I've got my first layer on. My first layer is done, and you can see the pop dot in there. So it's giving it a little bit of dimension. So the bird now is recessed down, but not so high that by the time I layer everything else, it's going to be too thick. So I've done now the A1 part, and I've done A2. Now we're going to move to A3. I'm literally going to just do what I did before. Punch it right out. No cutting involved. I love that there's no cutting involved. That means that kids can work on this, seniors can work on this, anybody who may have a little bit of trouble with their hands, with scissors. There's my next piece. And it is the exact piece that fits right on top of this bird. So again, I'm just going to take a few pop dots. And again, the Candy brand is the one we like because we like the height. They're not so high. Oh, I didn't get that little piece punched out. Let's pull that out. There we go. They're not so high, and yet they give you the definition that you want. All right. Pull off my top piece to expose my sticky. And I'm going to layer it right on top of the existing bird. Right on top of my existing bird. So again, another layer of dimension. The last one is A4. A4. Pop that right out. And that's going to layer right on top of there, giving me one last level of dimension on my base, my card here that I'm working on. So we'll put some more pop dots down. and then layer it on. Ooh, I pulled off way too many pop dots for this little guy. I'll put those over there. Oh, that one's already done. Okay, pull that one off. And I'm going to layer him right on top of the bird. So now the bird is a triple layer, kind of like a K&Company dimensional sticker, any dimensional sticker that's out there. And there's my bird, and there's all the layers that he is. Can you see all those layers? And when you look at it, it just comes alive because of the dimension. It pops right off the page. Now you would take this and go ahead and use it to finish off your card. It is just that simple. Easy peasy, as I usually say. And what I really like about these decoupage sets is that quite frequently they give you the place to put your sentiment. So you can either stamp your sentiment in, hand write your sentiment in. Here's the butterflies. They've left you lots of places to put your sentiment. And I think that's great because maybe you want to say with sympathy or happy birthday or for you. This one says, "You make me smile." Super cute. Now, as you can see, there's still a few more on the page. And you would find the next one. The next one is B. Here's B1. That's going to be what you use as your base. That's your lowest level. Then B2. You would pop this out and layer this right on top of B1. Then B3. You would pop that out and layer that right on top of number 2. And then they've given you, like I said, the little different labels to do your sentiments in. It's so fast. And I have to tell you, it's so affordable. You do 8 cards for, oh, I think it's $4. And of course, they're going to be on a YouTube Yummy. So I want to show you some samples real quick of the bird one because that's what we've done. We've got this sample here. Now imagine you could make 2 of these in the kit. We've got this sample here. Again, they give you enough to do 2 of each card that we're showing you. And can you see the definition in there? So when the card is looking at you, that bird just really just pops right up and right off that card. We've got number 3. And last, we did this one. So 4 different cards, and you get enough to make 8. 2 of all the different decoupage elements that you see. And remember, decoupage in the European form does not mean using Mod Podge and gluing stuff down. It's the art of paper cutting and paper layering. They're beautiful, aren't they? Now I want to show you what we did with our make and take at the event last week. We used the birthday decoupage for our make and take. And again, see all the layering that we've got going on? And for that, we used the Happy Birthday Kit. And again, same thing. You get enough in every kit to make 2 of every card I'm going to show you. So here we did the clown. Here we did the Happy Birthday Cake. Oh, let's go and see the dimension. Here we did the birthday presents, and then the best wishes. And the reason I wanted to show you these is because I wanted to show you how nice they look with a white on white look. We opted to do everything, including the ribbon, in a basic white so that that decoupage piece, the pieces really just jumped right off. And I think they look lovely. We also chose to use the Tim Holtz Honeycomb embossing folder to do it. And the reason why we chose the Tim Holtz Honeycomb embossing folder is because it's not feminine and it's not masculine. It's good for everything. It really just added some dimension and some texture without it being too girly or too masculine. So I really thought that the Tim Holtz Honeycomb set looked beautiful on it. And this is it. It also comes with the grunge background. But I thought the honeycomb is just beautiful without adding too much of a design element, but giving the texture that you want to your card. Now for those of you who are not familiar with embossing folders, I'm just going to emboss something really quick just so you know what it is we're talking about. I've got a piece of paper here, and I've got my embossing folder here. I put my paper inside my embossing folder. I pull over my Sizzix Big Shot because yes, the Sizzix Big Shot is the die cutting machine of choice here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. I have got my multi-purpose cutting plate, and I'm going to open to tab 1 because on tab 1 it clearly shows you embossing folders. So that's the tab I want to use. I'm going to put my first cutting plate down that says do not cut because you never want to cut on your bottom plate. You want to keep that nice and pristine. I'm going to put down my embossing folder, and I'm going to put down my top clear plate because no matter what you do in a Big Shot machine, you always sandwich with something, whether it be a clear plate or a black plate that we use. And then I am going to send it on through. And I have got this backwards, so I am going to turn it around. Sorry guys, sorry about that. Send it on through. All right, there we go. So for those of you who are not familiar with embossing, that's what it does. It took a simple piece of white paper and gave it some texture. Now you could add to that embossing by taking chalks or Memento inks, any kind of inks. We happen to love the Memento inks, and just brushing it right over the top. Just brushing that ink straight over the top to bring that embossing out. Right over the top. Very cool. So now that embossing isn't as plain as it was before. But when we did it in our card, I wanted it plain. I wanted the ribbon plain. I wanted a very nice white background with some texture, with some definition, but I really wanted the focus to be on the decoupage pieces that are popping off the page. And what's also nice is that you can change the sentiments. I could have used this happy birthday on this card and this happy birthday on that card. It's really up to you, or you don't have to use the sentiments at all. They give you a lot of options. Where is that one piece? See, now this could be layered right on top, and then this is my A1 piece that I've got here. Then I would punch out my A2 piece and then my A3 piece and layer it all right on top of this bird to give that definition. Really easy. These cards were so much fun to make, and it went so fast. And for your $4, you get so much to work with. And really, all it requires is some paper, some pop dots, and that's about it. Some chalk if you want. And we really agree that the candy pop dots are the best ones on the market for this application. We tried a whole bunch of them, and this just gave a really nice coverage without the height getting too high. Because when you're popping 3 and 4 different things on top of each other, you still want to be able to fit it into the envelope, right? Okay, so I want to show you a few other cards that we made. I showed you the birthday. I want to show you the butterflies. So here's the pack of butterflies. And remember, you get 2 of this sheet, but you also get 2 of, I wonder where I put it. You also get 2 of that sheet and 2 of that sheet. And this will make 8 cards in total. Okay, so let me show you the samples we did of the butterflies. We've got this card here. And again, the definition on the side. So when you're looking at the card face on, those butterflies just pop right off. And we've got this card here, made by our lovely Penny. She did a beautiful job. We did this card here, made by Deb. Isn't that pretty? And she just used the embossing folders, one of the embossing folders, and did exactly what I did. She just rubbed some of the ink right over the top of the embossing to bring it out. And you can see the definition. And then this card here. And that was using the butterfly collection. They also have, let's see, they have the wedding collection. That lets you do 8 wedding cards or anniversary cards. And those are you get 2 of each page to make 8 cards. And they also have the bear collection, which is really cute. And on the back, this is what you get. And then the flower collection, which is absolutely stunning. And on the back, 2 of each sheet. So we have some flower samples that we've done. Again, we've kept it very plain so that the focus really is on the decoupage. And when we talk about decoupage, we're talking about paper cutting, paper layering, not using a Mod Podge application. Wouldn't you just love to receive that card in the mail? I would. The girls did such a beautiful job making these. All right, so this was a super easy make and take and a really easy demo. I'm going to go over it just really quickly one more time. You've got your decoupage pieces, no scissors required. It's as easy as counting. You start with number 1. Here's B number 1. You would pop that on out, and it literally does just, it's already perforated. You just go in there and pop it on out. Start with number 1, and then once it's out, we're going to pull number 2. So there's your base. Then I would pull number 2 out, take a few of my candy pop dots, place it on the back of number 2 and layer it on top of the number 1, and then pull number 3 and layer number 3 on top of number 2. No cutting required, no messy glue, just a few pop dots, some card bases or your scrapbook pages or your altered art, and you are done. All right, guys, that's it for today. I think it was a really great idea. I love these Ruby Rocket decoupage kits. I think they're fabulous. We've got some other Ruby Rocket product that has come in, including some really cute card kits that don't require anything, but I'll have those online. Let me tilt on up. This is Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and where are you going to buy all of these really great things? Well, I'm excited to say that I have new web addresses. Yay! You can absolutely go to www.scrapbooking-made-simple.com to buy all of this wonderful stuff, and it's all going to be on sale. All the decoupage is going to be on sale. The candy pop dots are going to be on sale, as well as some of the really cute card kits that are so easy by Ruby Rocket, and we'll have those online too. But now you can also go to www.shop@sms for scrapbookingmadesimple.com. So www.shop@sms.com or www.shop@scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and that will get you straight to our web store, and you can let your fingers do the shopping. I hope you had a good time learning a little bit more about decoupage. When you're out there in the market, when you're going to your local craft store, if you see something that says decoupage, they're not talking about using Mod Podge and a mess. They're talking about beautiful cards that are made so fast and so simple. Beautiful pages for your scrapbooks where you can take these elements and use them just like you would a K & Company sticker. And let me tell you, you get so much more for your money. The whole kit is only $4, and then on YouTube Yummy they'll be 15% off. So scrapbooking, shop at scrapbookingmadesimple.com or shop at sms.com. All right, guys, I will see you next week. Thank you so much, and bye.